What's up, everyone? It's the Hungry Fisherman. Today we're going to be talking about an incident that happened when we were fishing with Matt. We had a group of individuals that decided they're going to come from a protected area, Sharks Cove, in two different boats, one rowboat and one boat with an outboard engine. The boat with the outboard engine did not have an HA number, which is required by law in the state of Hawaii. The rowboat came extremely close to me while I was on the rocks fishing. I told him, hey, have some respect, we're fishing too. He was so close I had to jack up my dunking poles that I had out, or else he would have ran over my lines. Anyways, that individual decided he's going to curse at me and say, F you, I'm going to net the Akuli school. Normally I really don't care what people do, but when it comes to our environment, our ocean, keeping fish around for generations so everybody can enjoy, it really does bother me. I do have the regulations book right here. I've read it. I even called DLNR, spoke with an officer from them, and per them, certain areas you have to be X amount of yards from shore to be even able to net. You are not allowed to use a net from July through October for Akuli that are 8.5 inches and under. There were a mixed bag out there, Akuli, different sizes. I could even tell that there are some Honolulu size out there as well. So, it's pretty sad that they took the entire thing. You cannot use more than one net within a certain distance from each other. And they were using two nets and used the two nets to circle the entire school. So they're like almost connecting the nets. The guy in the rowboat told my wife that he's fishing for his family. You can't net Akuli unless you have a commercial fishing license. They had divers in the water. They had a kid who had three-prong, and he was also diving. So in the state of Hawaii, you need to have a float and a flag if you're going to dive. And boats cannot be within, I believe, 100 feet of a dive flag. All those things together, it was a completely illegal operation. And even if it wasn't illegal, doesn't make it that it's right. You can plainly see in the video when the guy in the blue rowboat is hauling the net. It looks like Christmas tree lights. You can see all the Akuli being brought up. Oh, and that's another thing, I'm sorry. You're only allowed to keep up to 200 pounds of Akuli a day. They took the entire school, and they're there for at least 4 hours. And that's the hours that we saw them. We did call DLNR that day. I called HPD. Just because you can doesn't mean that you should. Just because you can take 200 pounds of Akuli a day, 50 pieces of Awama a day, doesn't mean you should. Like, keep preaching in all my videos. Sustainability, it's a big deal. If we don't practice it, one day all this stuff's gonna be gone. Please remember, it's not about just having fun. It's about making sure that everybody can have fun. Let you know how bothered I was about it. I was fuming. The people that know me well, they know that it takes kind of a lot to get me going to the point where I'll actually start yelling and swearing back, which I don't like to do, especially on camera. But these guys pushed me that far, especially when he swore at me and told me he was going to net all the Akuli. Not only is it illegal, but I have a family. I have a son, I have a daughter. What about when they want to go fishing when they're older? I have grandkids and great-grandkids and so forth and so on. It's something that I'm passionate about, being conservative, conserving all the things that we need in our environment and our waters is basically all I saw was red after that point. You know, I throw a lot of fish back. You guys see it all the time. I mean, it's almost like a running joke in all of my videos, you know, throwing good sized fish back, you know, and I know I blame my wife, but in actuality, I throw a lot of fish back. If I'm not gonna eat it, or if it's not gonna, if it's, I don't know, if it's just not something that is worth it, I'm not gonna take it. I got mad because somebody threw a humu on the ground and let it die. I found dead taco just thrown on the beach, or eels thrown on the beach. Baby papillos just dried up. That kind of stuff drives me nuts. And to see these guys blatantly disregarding our laws, it makes me mad. Our laws are put in place, especially for fishing, diving. Our resources are dwindling. It's because people take too much. Don't throw back the small ones. Kill without thinking about it. You know, growing up in Hawaii, back in the day when I was growing up, we're taught if you're not going to use it, not going to eat it, not going to do something with it that it's going to be worth the life of the animal, let it go. Go diving. You only take what you need. Fishing has to meet the minimum requirements or more. Crabbing, don't take the females. Don't take anything with eggs. Has to be 6 inches across for Samoan crab. And for lobster, don't do it in the off seasons. Make sure that the lobster's legal. All that kind of stuff is put into place for a reason. And it's to make sure that tomorrow gonna have fish, and the day after gonna have fish. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm droning on and on and on, but it's the truth. These guys came, they took, and they got away with it. Anyways, guys, we got something special planned for October. We think it's special. It's actually pretty fun. We already started it. Please stay tuned for that. I think you guys are gonna kick out of it. Oh, and thank you to all our subscribers. Right now, we're up to 135. I know in the world of YouTube that's not a lot, but to us, every one of you guys is special. Please keep watching, and if you guys like it a lot, please tell everybody so we can grow and make better video for you guys. Okay. 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 All right. Oh. You know. Okay. Okay.
a lot of fish. He said that it's, like